Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dakota, if you already did not know that, but if you didn't know that, hello, welcome. My name is Dakota, I'm a Scorpio. Today I just really wanted to sit down and film a video since I actually have time to do so and just explain to you guys what's kind of been going on in my life recently. A problem in my life per se, and I'm just still trying to clear my head, and I feel like sitting down with my camera is a way to mentally have some kind of escape to explain what I'm going through, and it kind of just makes me feel better getting all these feelings out. And I just love sharing my experiences that I go through in life being transgender, a trans woman to be exact, and hopefully someone out there can really understand what I'm going through. I want you guys to feel like you're not alone, because you're not alone. You have me. I don't want to feel alone, so I have you guys, and I feel like if we're just here for each other, everyone will be okay and we won't ever feel alone, and we'll always feel like we have some kind of outlet to escape our reality, you know what I mean? Because we all go through issues at the end of the day, and we all do feel some kind of loneliness at times, and it could be really hard if you don't deal with it in a positive way. Of course, me being transgender, I face discrimination every day of my life. I am bullied every single day of my life, but there's nothing you could really do about it other than just turn the other cheek and kind of just stay strong mentally and physically. But there's only so much you could take as a human being. Everyone has that time where they just need to let out how they're feeling, what they're going through, and recently I had a little breakdown. I don't want to call it a breakdown because it's not a breakdown, it's just a release of all these emotions I've been feeling from being bullied, discriminated against, and just overall the negativity that has been stabbed into my skin and into my head. As many of you guys know, I do not live in Indiana anymore. I actually moved up to Wisconsin right after I graduated high school. So I don't live with my parents. The only form of family I have out here in Wisconsin in the middle of nowhere is my sister, my sister's dad, and my sister's dad's girlfriend. So only literally 3 people out here who are family, and I could just go to whenever I'm having a bad time, or at least I have that kind of support system out here. It's not like I have nobody, you know what I mean? And I have a couple, maybe 2 best friends out here that mean the world to me, and I don't know what I would do without them, because they've definitely helped me through a lot of situations that I've been going through. And friends are so important. I've realized that friends are very, very important. It's always good to just have people you could go out and hang out with to get your mind off of things, just to have a real good genuine time with, and have someone to talk to about your problems, whatever. I do work in the service industry, serving people. I'm a waitress, and throughout this video I'm gonna try to keep things as confidential and low-key as I possibly can. I don't want anyone to get offended. If I work with you, or you know where I work or who I work with, I don't want you to get offended. I'm not gonna use any real names. I'm not gonna tell you the place where I work. I want to keep those things kind of confidential, so it just doesn't affect anyone in a negative way. I just want to share my experience and what I've been going through, and not keep it under the rug, because I feel like as a trans woman, you need to be as strong as you can in these kind of situations. And I already feel like I was not made to come out to live to Wisconsin and just be a server and serve on people. I just feel like that's not who I am, but we all have to do things in life sometimes that we kind of just have to bite our tongue and just go with it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm being 100% honest right now. I do not have the best finances right now, and serving is probably the best thing I could do at this point, to just save money for hospital bills, for phone bills, for just all these bills, just to survive and make a living as a human. It could be hard sometimes, especially for me being transgender in the public eye and seeing new faces every single day, and having to break the barrier of talking to people, getting their orders. It could be really hard sometimes, because you don't want to be judged. You don't want them to be rude to you. You don't want them to be mean to you, because you're there for a reason. You're there to make money and make a living. And I just want to put this in here. If you go out to eat and you do not tip 20% or more, then honestly just go through the McDonald's drive-thru and get a fucking McChicken. Me coming here is kind of just a wha-bam bitch, here I am, take me all in. You may not understand me, but here I am, hi, Dakota, here. We just have to respect people even if we don't understand things. And that's where I kind of struggle with. I'm a target. Like, I'm a target. I'll say that. I'm a target in the environment of where I live. Many people definitely bully me and discriminate against me every single day that I'm here. I'm just here to make money and pursue my dreams and goals that I really want to do in life. I really want to move to LA and pursue like modeling, and I just want to make a big change in the world. Being in Wisconsin is doing nothing for me other than just preparing me for what's to come in the future, because I am really young and I still have lots of life to live. So I should get right to the story. At my work, we are in such a touristy part to where like people from all over the world come and just like vacation and just have fun and like go out to eat and dinner. Every summer we have Jamaicans who come from their country who come to the US and like need jobs. I love them. Like, they're so cool. There's a couple of them who definitely have a place in my heart and who I've just definitely met, and they're super sweet, super nice. But then on the other half, there's the other half of the Jamaicans who are not really accepting of people like myself. It's just two different cultures and like how they were raised and grown. I guess it's like way stricter down there. And I don't want people to think, oh my God, like I hate Jamaicans, like I'm this racist bitch, like this, that, the other. Like, it's not like that at all. I'm just saying, like, our cultures are differently. They're not really accepting. They don't understand people like myself. And so some of them are really judgmental and really scary, because I heard different things about like Jamaica and how they are down there and how they could be really psychotic sometimes. Like, they have no boundaries, no limits. Like, so many people are killed on the street there. Like, they just don't care at all. And it's really scary for me. The other day, I was working and I was in the same room as one Jamaican. We're gonna name him Spartacus. So me and Spartacus shared this room all day together because I worked a double and he worked a double, and he's Jamaican. And the whole day he was just being so rude to me. He would make little comments. He would like bump into me on purpose. I ignored him. I didn't let it affect me. Like, I was there to make money. We've had other situations in the past where we've had like arguments or whatever. So I was not in the mood for it. Like, I was getting bad tips all day. It was just like literally 5% tips, not even. I was just so irritated because I have bills to pay and I just wasn't having any of the bullying and nonsense. And so it was like towards the end of the night, it was dinner time, so like everybody was in our restaurant. It was so busy. I had like so many tables at once. So I was trying to fill up my drinks, whatever, and in our room there's a fridge. And if someone's like standing in front of the fridge and you're on the other side of the room filling drinks, because there's like a fountain and then the fridge. So like if someone's like in front of the fridge and you're filling your drinks, you could be like, hey, can you pass me like the chocolate milk or something real fast, like please, because like I'm like in a hurry and I need to get to my table. So then of course like anyone would give you the milk. So I was in that situation. I was getting my drinks, whatever, and he was in front of the fridge. I was like, Spartacus, like, can you please, I said this politely. I was like, Spartacus, can you please like hand me the chocolate milk? He ignored me. I was like, okay, maybe like he didn't hear me, whatever. So I asked him again. I was like, hey, Spartacus, like, can you hand me the chocolate milk? Ignored me again. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me, Spartacus? And he was like, you need to know who you're talking to. And I was like, I literally just asked you politely if you can hand me the chocolate milk and you're just sitting there ignoring me. Like, that's not really nice. That's very rude, and we're all supposed to help each other there. Like, I like moved up closer to him. I was just like, we're supposed to help each other here. Like, and you're being completely rude to me. What is your problem with me? And he was like putting his finger in my face. He's like, you need to know who you're talking to, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, don't put your hand in my face. And then he literally said this. He was like, someone get this thing away from me before I slap the shit out of it. He literally threatened to slap the shit out of me though. Let me mind you, I'm not even close to his face. Like, we're like this, like maybe this far away from each other, not close to his face at all, and he threatened to slap the shit out of me. And that's not the first time I've been threatened by a Jamaican at my workplace, and it's really scary. So I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that is so wrong on so many levels. I do not take threats lightly. I've been threatened so much and it just makes me feel so unsafe, so uncomfortable. And you should not feel that way in your workplace. Our supervisor tells our manager about the situation, and then at the end of our shift, we both get pulled into the office. It's seriously like high school. We get pulled into the office, they sit you down and talk to you. And so one of my managers was in there with us, and he was kind of just trying to get the most information as he can from the both of us. So then he's telling his story. He's making me seem so crazy, like dramatic, that I was like just cussing and swearing and just going off in front of all these customers and blah, 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 blah. And I was just sitting there like, this bitch is literally doing this right now. So obviously the manager like was believing him. The manager was making me feel less of a person by just staring at me the whole time, like asking me all the questions, interrogating me, not even him. And I'm like, he literally threatened me. He said he was gonna slap the shit out of me. And when I told the manager that, he was like, well, were you in his face? Was I in his face? I already told you just a second ago we were this like far away from each other. I was not in his face, and he threatened me. He threatened me, and you're just gonna be like, oh, were you in his face? Like, I am a woman, he is a man. That is not right at all. It was a threat, I don't feel safe, and all you care about is were you in his face? That is just pathetic bullshit to me, and that just made me so upset. Why are you literally asking me that question? Like, he threatened me and you're not doing anything about it, still interrogating me. Like, I've been already threatened by the Jamaicans in the kitchen area. Like, they all look at me already and like try to intimidate me and scare me. One of them literally actually said that they could kill me at one point during one of my shifts. And it's just really scary and such an unsafe environment for me. The manager was like, if I hear one more thing from the both of you one more time, you both are getting written up. Are you kidding me? Am I the only person thinking straight right now? And how they're all about equality and being fair at my work. It's just complete bullshit. I'm sitting there, whatever, and it's the end of my shift. People are rolling silverware just so they could get out for the night. I was waiting there, waiting for my silverware, waiting for some kind of duty so I could just get the hell out and go home and just go to bed and call it a day. It's taking a really long time for the silverware to come downstairs. It's been like 30 minutes, still no silverware. I'm like, guys, like, can you just give me a duty? Like, there's no silverware coming down. I just really want to go home. Like, I just need to get this over with. And they're like, we need silverware rolled tonight. Finally, I get up and go get my checkout from the day. I'm waiting in line, whatever. Manager swiping the card to get my checkout, and the supervisor that was in my room and told the manager what happened. She comes by and she just looks at me, tilts her head, and she's like making me seem like I just did something wrong. What was that for? Like, why did you just do that to me? And then the manager turned around and then she was looking at me and she's like, what are you talking about, Dakota? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. And then the manager was like, why are you talking to your supervisor like that? Like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, you guys are making me seem crazy right now. Like, you were just right there. Did you not see what she was doing? She just made me seem like I did something wrong. I'm just mind boggled right now. I'm like, did you not just like see what she did? And then she's like, Dakota, like, what is wrong with you? You've been acting so crazy all day. I'm like, I am not crazy. Y'all are crazy. I'm in the break room. Spartacus is sitting right across from me with his best friend. Him and his best friend don't like me, obviously. They always are rude to me. So I'm sitting here. The supervisor comes in and she's standing right by me. She's giving them all duties so they can leave as quick as they can. So like, take out the trash and you could go home. Unfold these boxes, you could go home. She gives everyone else duties, doesn't give me a duty. And I'm just like, okay. So then she walks away and then the manager comes up to me and he was like, Dakota, what are you doing just sitting there? I'm like, she did not give me a duty, so I'm kind of just sitting here like trying to figure out all this out. She literally gave everyone else a duty besides me. And she's like, nowhere to be found. So I get up and he's just like, you need to do something. You need to go find her, ask her for a duty. I'm calling her name out. Let's just call her Gertrude. I'm like, Gertrude, like I need a side duty. I go in the next room and no one's in there and I'm just sitting down on this stool, just like my head down like this because I can't like even handle like the situations that are going on right now. All of a sudden she comes out of nowhere. Gertrude and Spartacus come out together. She literally says to me in like the sassiest, most bitchiest way ever. She's like, don't worry, Dakota. There's silverware coming down for you. I'm like, fucking excuse me? So I'm gonna have to wait here like another half an hour just for silverware to get rolled. It's already like 12 o'clock a.m. and I'm still here. Like, this is bullshit. I've been having the worst day, and you're literally about to say that to me. As Spartacus is literally right next to her, giving me looks, like kind of smiling at me, kind of just like, yeah, bitch, like you're about to roll silverware. I get a job duty and get to go home first. So all these manipulative ass people treating me the lowest of the lowest, and I can't handle it at this point. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I get up, I'm like, literally, thank you for just proving my point. And so I'm like, literally, don't talk to me. And then I walk away. I go into the break room. I'm like, she literally, like talking to the managers, because there's 3 of them on right now. I was like, she literally gave everyone else a duty and waited till I was the last one to talk to and told me I had to wait for like more silverware. And then the one manager, he was like, Dakota, I don't appreciate your yelling. I was like, what the fuck? I am not yelling. I am telling you what's going on right now. Like, what is going, am I in the Twilight Zone? Like, is this a dream? Is this a dream? Someone wake me up before I literally go crazy. And so I'm like, oh my, at this point, I just blow up. I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot take this anymore. Like, I start tearing up. I'm like, I literally cannot stand these situations I'm going through right now. So I go into the hallway. I just can't breathe at this point. My thoughts are all over the place. I'm just like, I cannot handle this stress right now. Like, I'm crying. I'm literally fuming. Like, I'm just hot blood. I could literally fight someone right now, and I'm not a fighter. So in the hallway, there's this door that leads outside. I go out and there's like a bench, and I'm sitting there while I still have the door open so it doesn't close. I'm like locked out there. 20 minutes go by, and all of a sudden I hear my 2 managers go into the hallway. No one knows where I am at this point. They don't know if I walked out. They don't know if I'm hiding. They don't know where I am. Meanwhile, I'm still like up, like in the top of the stairs, but they can't see me. And I hear them talking about me. They're like, yeah, plain and simple, we're gonna have to suspend her. She told the supervisor to shut up. I never told her to shut up. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm just sitting there getting as much information as I can from this conversation. All of a sudden, they're about to like leave the room. And so they're like, wait, it sounds like there's like a door open upstairs. I'm like, oh fuck, like great, now they know I'm here. I just closed the door immediately. I walked at the top of the stairs to where they could see me, and I was like, oh, so you guys are gonna suspend me? At that moment, they're like, well, this bitch just heard our conversation. So I was like, oh, I'm suspended? Like, this is ridiculous. All of the things I've been through while working here, I'm literally bullied, disrespected every single day I work here. I keep a smile on my face. I serve my tables with a smile. I come here, make my money, go home. Every time there's a problem, you guys say, come to the office and talk to us about it. Every time I've done that, it's never affected me in a positive way. I've always either gotten written up, I've been blamed for everything. There's only so much I could take as that human being. They're just like, Dakota, you're being suspended, plain and simple, bottom line. You do not act like this. You do not disrespect your supervisor like that. I'm like, you guys don't even see like the whole situation right now. Like, I'm the only one thinking straight right now. You guys don't care that I'm being bullied. You guys don't care that I'm unsafe. I literally got threatened, and I looked at him, the manager. I was like, I told you, especially you in the office, that I was getting threatened and you didn't do shit about it. That is disgusting. And he's like, well, he said you were in his face. Literally brought that up again. I was like, are you insane? Like, I already told you I was not in his face. So at this point, I'm just like, I cannot handle this. Like, my hands are on my head. I'm bawling my eyes out, like mascara running down my face, eyeliner everywhere. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this so much easier for you guys. I'm fucking done. I was like, I'm out of here. Fuck this. Fuck you too. I am done with this. You guys are disgusting. You guys literally want to accept and support this bullying that's happening here. And I do not deserve this. And you guys do not care. Like, I already had to go through so much in my personal life. And then coming here on top of that, being bullied constantly, like, it's not okay. So then I empty out my locker, grab all my shits, grab my perfume, my phone charger, my banana. And then some bitch who was sitting down started to giggle. I was like, bitch, what's funny? And then the guy manager, he's just like shuffling me out the door. He's like, you need to leave. You need to go now. I finally get outside. Woo! This story is getting me heated just thinking about that situation. Oh my God. I immediately, without thinking about it, just call my mom. Like, I'm bawling to where I can't even talk. Like, I can't get words out. I'm like, she was just like, Dakota, breathe. Like, at that point, I was literally just about to get in my car and keep driving. Just keep driving, get out of here. I don't know what state I would land in. Just keep on driving and driving. I didn't even care that I only had like $500 in my bank account. I was like, I am gonna try to find a way to survive on my own. That was my story. That's kind of what I'm going through right now, but I will overcome it just like every other situation. And I just want to let you know, if you're out there and you're kind of dealing with the same struggles of discrimination and disrespect and just really horrible bullying, just know that I'm here for you. I send all my love to you, all my love and light, and just you'll make it through it. If I can make it through everything I've been through, you can make it through. And I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for watching my video, and until my next one, don't let people walk all over you, and just be the best you can be.